An important new development tonight in a KXAN investigation we started telling you about back in August.
At issue here is an experimental cancer drug and something called compassionate use. The point of compassionate use is to give patients access to promising medicine even before all of the clinical trials are complete. And an Austin woman is at the center of this issue. Shannon Wolfson has the story from Houston.
Andrea Sloan is in the same position as many other patients here at MD Anderson. She has exhausted traditional treatments, and she has been fighting for a miracle. And this week, one arrived.
If you feel up to it, sure.
In her 7-year battle with ovarian cancer, Andrea Sloan has been in this chair hundreds of times.
400 milligrams twice a day.
But never quite like this.
And I can work.
Yeah, I don't see why you can't work.
Andrea's oncologist, Dr. Charles Levenbach, is explaining her new course of treatment.
I have known from the first time I talked to you that I was going to get my miracle. And it's funny, it didn't come in exactly the packaging, but it came in such a better packaging.
But before we explain how, let's go back to how we got here.
I'm being public because my life matters.
We first met Andrea back in August when she started asking the drug company BioMarin for compassionate use of an experimental drug they're developing for her type of genetic ovarian cancer. She meets all of the compassionate use requirements. Her doctors believe she would be a good candidate for the drug, and the FDA said she could have it. But BioMarin refused to allow her to take it, even as Andrea's cancer grew and she got sicker and sicker. The company told KXAN it was too early in the testing process to know the safety and effectiveness, even though they were headed into phase 3 trials when safety and effectiveness have already been proven.
Everybody wants the same thing, which is safe, effective, novel treatments for patients who the standard treatments have been exhausted or aren't working or becoming futile.
The class of drug Andrea needs is called a PARP inhibitor. It works by preventing DNA repair in cancer cells. There are nearly a dozen of these drugs in development. One is BioMarin's BMN 673, which the company has denied to Andrea for 2 months.
Thank you, of course.
Another drug is the one Andrea Sloan was just granted access to through compassionate use by another drug manufacturer.
We've been able to obtain a PARP inhibitor from a different manufacturer for Andrea Sloan, and actually it just arrived at the hospital today, so she can start. So it's really great. It's very exciting, and I'm very pleased.
I think some people like to do what they do in exchange for a lot of limelight, and I think that we also have unsung heroes who just like to do what they do because it's the right thing to do.
Both Andrea and her doctor feel the right thing to do now is to help reform the compassionate use system in this country.
So in 10 years, how many patients have you had granted compassionate use?
One.
Feels pretty good today.
Yeah, it's a good day.
My focus now is just going to be, I got to hold on to the gratitude that I'm feeling today so that I can use it to move forward and make some meaningful change in this area, because it just wouldn't be right to say, okay, well, you got your miracle, now go ride your horse.
Andrea will begin this treatment immediately, and her doctors hope to see some improvement in the next 2 or 3 months. On our website right now, you're going to find much more information about this promising new class of drugs that could be game changers in the treatment of both breast and ovarian cancers. You'll find that with this story right now at KXAN.com. Reporting from Houston, Shannon Wolfson, KXAN News.
Now, we reached out to BioMarin for comment on this story today, and a company spokesperson sent us a statement saying, "We are pleased to hear this update from Ms. Sloan. We wish her the best in her journey." And a number of people reached out online pushing for Sloan's case. You can see her personal message to her supporters online now with this story at KXAN.com.